and gentlemen, can you imagine? We are, drum roll please, 3 points behind Man City. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this smile is sponsored to you by Manchester United beating Chelsea. I am so happy, and I'm not happy because Manchester United beat Chelsea, but because we actually played well in beating Chelsea. So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Now let's get into the video for today. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much to unpack, and I am a proud Manchester United fan today. I have never, like, this whole season, we haven't had a game where Manchester United was in control. From the passes to the touches, like, we played amazing football. Listen, Antony was doing flicks and tricks. So was Amrabat, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho. We played so well. The team gelled so well. Kudos to Erik ten Hag. Now, the first thing that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give kudos to the players that played well. First of all, it's late. Okay, it's very late. So I want to get this video out as fast as possible. Okay. So for me, the players that played amazingly well, the first one, Sofyan Amrabat. I think he bossed that midfield. You'd think there's no Caicedo playing for Chelsea, but Sofyan absolutely bossed the midfield. Okay, let's just say this. The whole midfield today, I think Sofyan gets a 9 out of 10. Bruno gets a 9 out of 10. Scott gets a 10 out of 10. And you could see Scott and Bruno were comfortable going forward today because they were comfortable with the CDM that they had, right? Today, Amrabat played amazing football. I think this is his best game in his Manchester United jersey. Amrabat was immense, which allowed Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay to rain havoc in Chelsea's half, right? Amazing football. Amrabat, listen, today the man of the match shout out. Obviously, it's going to go to Scott McTominay, but I think a lot of players played well. The other player that I want us to talk about, who I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to give kudos to because he's gone through a lot, but he keeps on winning. And this is Harry Maguire. Maguire was putting his foot out for everything. There's a certain point where I think he actually put a muscle, but he kept on going. Kudos to Harry Maguire. I think he held the defense well. And as well as Erik ten Hag's decision to remove Victor Lindelof and put in Luke Shaw was a very good decision because Jackson and Sterling were running at Maguire and Victor Lindelof. And we know Maguire and Victor Lindelof are not the best partnership. But when you bring Luke Shaw there, I think Luke Shaw settles the defense because of his pace. He was able to catch up with Sterling, who's no longer as fast, and was also able to catch up with Jackson. So kudos to Harry Maguire. Played amazingly well. Listen, if I'd rate his performance, I'd give him an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, 8.5 out of 10. The other player that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, our star boy Garnacho. Towards the end, Garnacho got tired, but he played amazing football. The kid is out of this world at this point. My older brother always says, I don't like players who are extremely confident because they can do anything. And Garnacho is playing at the highest confidence of himself. The way he was running at players, yes, he was a bit unlucky with the chances that he had and couldn't managed to score. But listen, that kid is amazing. And you could now see why Rashi is on the bench. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashford is on the bench, and justifiably so, because how are you going to explain that you're going to bench Garnacho for Rashford when Garnacho is putting out 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performances each and every game? What a player. Garnacho, what a player. Now, the other player that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I think Antony gets a shout out, played amazingly well. I saw his interview with the United stand and what he said with regards to pundits and him bettering himself mentally and physically. And I think he's getting to a good place. I think he played well. For as much as we talk about Antony and him not getting assists, etc., but he does stretch the right side. He also does help at the back. So for me, I really appreciate that about Antony, and I think today he played amazingly well. He was unlucky with a few chances here and there, but he did stretch that right hand side, played amazing football. Listen, like I've always been saying, there's a player in Antony. I think Bruno Fernandes, ladies and gentlemen, who personally I've been giving a lot of stick because I've been saying he's been out of it today. Both the midfield, the touches, like the passes were absolutely amazing today. He really did control the midfield. He was playing a somewhat free, comfortable role, and you could see that him knowing that there's Amrabat there, like at the back. Covering him, he was able to help Garnacho and everyone. So I think Bruno Fernandes today played well. What a warrior! Because there was a point when at which he dropped, and I was like, he's pulled a muscle, but he still came out and still played the game to the end. Our captain, my captain, Bruno Fernandes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I want to talk about Scott the God. Like how Scott McTominay managed to find himself in such positions is always beyond me. It's very interesting, and I think we're now seeing Scott McTominay's best position has to be an attacking mid. And I think we do him a disservice when we force him to be a CDM because positionally he's not good as a CDM. But remove the shackles of the guy and tell him to go forward. He is making the right runs, he's being in the right places, and he's scoring goals. So kudos to Scott McTominay. How many goals has he scored this season? A lot of goals, quite a lot. It's funny, we would have never seen this, but listen, we always unlock a Scott McTominay that's good when we give him the attacking midfielder role and he knows he has a good holding midfielder covering him. So kudos to Scott McTominay, Scott the God for tonight. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say kudos to Erik ten Hag. Apologies, my dogs are barking. Kudos to Erik ten Hag. He set the team up so well. Today, his substitutions were amazing. Today, he set up the team very well. His substitutions today were very much on point. I was scared. I was like, Erik ten Hag, don't destroy this. Like, we have a good team. Don't break it. And he played well. Maybe, just maybe, this could be Erik ten Hag's first 11. Please. Let's have a first 11. But he set up the team well, and I think the Luke Shaw for Victor Lindelof substitution was amazing. The Højlund for Marcus Rashford didn't really make a difference because it was towards the end and Manchester United players were tired, so they were not bringing the ball up front. But kudos to Erik ten Hag. Today, his team fought for him. For everyone who's saying he's lost the dressing room, what I saw were players that were fighting for the manager. They followed his instructions to the T, and they played absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 for Erik ten Hag. Kudos to him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is not a Manchester United game if we do not have any negatives, and justifiably so. We want our team to be perfect. Duh. Onana. Would I be wrong to say that that goal was too easy for Onana to concede? Like, am I just being overly dramatic, or am I being like hard to deal with or hard to impress? Because that goal, like, Onana surely couldn't save that ball. I mean, for us people who've watched David De Gea stop the balls on the line, right? Seeing Onana failing to stop that shot is just beyond me. For me personally, I think he could have stopped that shot, and it's very worrisome. The amount of goals were conceded under Onana. The team played well. If it weren't for, like, there was a mistake waiting to happen with Onana, I was just like, he's going to make a mistake. It's worrisome that now we are more scared of our goalkeeper, right? Because it's very easy for him to concede a goal, and everything that we have done, all our hard work, goes to waste. So I think we've seen Erik ten Hag's ruthlessness, right? He has dropped Martial, he has dropped Rashford, he has dropped Casemiro before, he has dropped Varane, and now I think Erik ten Hag needs to drop Onana. Now, I know people will be like, oh, Priscilla, it's been a good game, why are you being so negative? Onana saved us. But it's worrisome if our goalkeeper keeps on conceding goals that are so simple and easy. I'm just saying, maybe it's just me. Comment down in the comment section if you think that was an easy goal or I'm just being overly dramatic, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, what a game. We played amazing football today. I could actually see what Manchester United were doing, the touches. The team was so well balanced. Reguilon brought in so much energy, was a different kind of player for us. Listen, Reece James on that side could not handle Reguilon and Garnacho. Absolutely amazing. The Reguilon substitution was great. He brought something different to the team. We played so well. We were so confident. We knew what we were doing. Please, please, may this continue. Manchester United, we can do. See? We have the quality. We can do it. Why we don't do it is beyond me. Now, with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine? We are, drum roll please, 3 points behind Man City. The whole world laughs at us. They mock us. Yet we are 3 points behind Man City. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know sometimes people may think or may make us think as though Manchester United is going down, like it's over for us. But hey, there is still hope. We are 3 points behind Man City. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited as you can see. I'm not even pronouncing the words properly. That's because I am so happy. Finally, we can go to sleep knowing we won a game, not because the other team was horrible, but because Manchester United played well. What an amazing game it was. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, with that said, Eric Ten Hag in. Yeah. So that's what I had for you guys today. Do comment down in the comment section your thoughts on the game and who was your man of the match. For me, I know people are going to say it was Scott McTominay, but for me, I'm going to go with Amrabat. I think he just played well. He was immense on that midfield. So yeah, so that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Bye.